Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for joining me today. So I feel like it's been forever. Last week, I was not able to jump on here at my regularly scheduled time. I was at a conference and I was at the NARAB conference. NARAB stands for National Association of Real Estate Brokers. And so that's kind of what my topic is today. But if this is your first time joining me today, welcome, welcome. My name is Andrea Wilson. I am the broker and owner over at Brickhouse Realty. We're a full service real estate brokerage here in Northeast Ohio. And I come on every Monday sharing tips and information about the real estate market. And today is no different. So come on in. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me today. As I was mentioning, last week I attended a 5-day conference for the National Association of Real Estate Brokers. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of history real quick before I jump into today's topic about home ownership in America. So NARAB, also known as Realtist, a lot of you may be familiar with working with a realtor. Well, a realtor is a trade organization. We pay dues to be able to use that title as realtor, which a lot of people don't realize. And so the same thing happens with realtors. Once upon a time, I want to say not long ago, but honestly, there was a time when Black real estate agents could not become part of the Realtor Trade Association. So the Black real estate agents came together and they formed their own organization called the Realtist. And they are still alive, still thriving. And what the Realtists do, they actually advocate and really push for home ownership within the Black community and making sure that Black homeowners or Black people in general are not taken advantage of in the market. So still today in 2021, we are facing issues such as home appraisals coming in lower in Black or in either Black owned homes or Black communities in comparison to our counterparts that are out in the marketplace. Why this is, I don't know. Why are we still dealing with this and things in 2021? I don't know. I absolutely hate it. I feel that it causes a divide, but nonetheless, these are real issues that we have to talk about. We have to educate folks on, and we need to be able to move on. What are the policies that need to be in place to correct these problems that are happening and move on? And the realtors are out in the community advocating on behalf of Black home ownership. There's a ton of other organizations out there that are advocating for the Hispanic community, the Asian community, and so on. And so the Realtors just happens to be the one for the Black community. Over the 5 days at this conference, it was provided some really great information. There were a lot of analysts that came out. There was the president of the National Association that was actually there at the event. And it really just kind of put some information in the forefront. As a real estate agent, I already know. I'm already really connected to the information, but we get a little relaxed. We get a little relaxed because we just so much going on. And so this conference really just kind of gave me a nudge to really remind me that I need to consistently put out the information, continue to help educate you guys. And this time is no different from that. So home ownership right now. So let's just talk about it in general. So in America right now, home ownership, interest rates are still very low in the marketplace, and we have a lot of buyers who are in the marketplace. We're starting to see a spike in millennial buyers. It was getting to the point where millennial buyers, they were saying, well, no, we would much rather rent, but now we're seeing an uptick in that. We are seeing a shortage in inventory across the board, across the country. Doesn't matter where you're at, the inventory is a lot lower than where we would like it. If you are a real estate agent, especially a newly licensed real estate agent, this is going to be a little more particularly rough time for you to either get into this business or kind of work through this market. The reason being is because there's low inventory. There's tons of buyers, but there's low inventory. So buyers are having a hard time finding homes for their clients. There is more real estate agents in the marketplace than there is actual inventory. So if there's not enough homes, to sell, sorry about that. If there's not enough homes to sell in the marketplace, then someone is going to get left out. So if you're a real estate agent, you have to be a little more creative. You have to diligently be in the marketplace, marketing yourself, looking for new clients. If you are a buyer in this marketplace, you want to make sure that you have a good level of patience for what's to come. If it's going to take a little bit longer for you to buy a home, you also want an experienced agent that is experienced in writing your contracts so that that listing agent will want to move forward with your client. So it's important that you're working with a seasoned agent in this marketplace so you don't lose out on potential opportunities. Also, a full-time agent or an agent that is flexible so they can show you properties in the morning and afternoon and evenings and weekends whenever possible. If someone is limited, I can only show on weekends, you may be losing out on some homes. So what we're also seeing in the marketplace is that homes are going for sale over asking price. They're being listed at one amount and we're getting offers at $20,000 and $30,000. And in many cases, the appraisal is coming back and approving these offers. So we're seeing if you are a homeowner, you probably have some equity in your house. It's probably a good time for you to also sell your home because values are up right now. If you've been waiting to sell, now is the time to sell. The market appears to be a little overinflated right now. So you want to kind of catch that wave before it starts to level out where it needs to be. So during this conference, some of the things that we talked about is women owning real estate and kind of where they are at. So the person that is most likely in this market to have a hard time buying a home is going to be the Black woman. The Black woman is going to have the hardest time purchasing a home, which is kind of crazy to me because we also have heard statistics and data to say that the most educated person in America is going to be the Black woman. Typically, the Black women are the ones to earn that degree and be the most educated, but they're also the most underpaid. So, and oftentimes, as we're seeing here, the most taken advantage of. So the Black woman is 3 times more likely to obtain a subprime loan. Say that one more time. The Black woman is more likely to obtain a subprime loan. So a subprime loan is a loan that usually has like a higher interest rate out there and more fees on that loan. And I don't know the specifics as to what the actual cause is. It the lender or that bank kind of taking advantage of the situation, or just that woman going in didn't know the right questions to ask as they were going shopping for a home loan? So what I would say is if you're anyone and you're looking to buy a home, no matter where the marketplace that you're at, go to the HUD website, HUD.gov. Go to HUD.gov website. You want to look up and find a HUD-approved housing counseling agency that is near you. If you're here in the Cleveland market, we actually have here at Brickhouse Realty one in-house. It's called NID Maple Heights. You will see that on the HUD website. What those agencies do, what we do right here, we help you through that loan process. We will review your loan documents for you. We will make sure that you understand what's going on so you get the best deals around. Also, these agencies will offer credit counseling. If you are someone that's potentially losing your home, they can help you with that. Home buyer workshops, anything to do with housing, they offer counseling services. So you go to the HUD.gov website for that. Also, the Black woman is also 3 times to be a single head of household, right? So the Black woman is 3 times to be the single head of households. That means there's a lot of single women, specifically or with children, that are more than likely to be in a situation to be a homeowner and be the single head of household. That means that they are working more. They may be working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, having to leave kids at home alone. So my suggestion for this, I have a couple of things that I want you to consider. If you are looking to purchase a home, you want to make sure that when you're going out house shopping, you want to understand. I know we get caught up on just the facade or just how pretty the house is, but we have to look at this a little bit differently, especially if you know that you're not the most handy, or you don't have a dad, a brother, a cousin, or someone to come over, and you have limited savings, or someone to come over to help you if something goes wrong, right? I don't want to scare you out of purchasing a home, but I want you to make better decisions when shopping for a home, right? And sometimes your real estate agent is not even as familiar with this. So when you go to that home, there's going to be major components of the home. You have a roof, you have your furnace, you have your electrical, you have your hot water tank. We're making sure that the foundation is good on the house. As you're walking through the property, you want to make sure that you're checking all of these areas. We're checking to make sure that there is we're checking to make sure that there are no cracks on the foundation. And if you see a crack, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad buy, but we just want to make sure that we're having a home inspection to check out the property. So we're looking at cracks in the foundation. How old is that roof? If that roof is already 25, 30 years old, you know that you're going to have to replace a roof. Are you in a position that if that roof starts leaking tomorrow, because that's what the reality is, it could start leaking at any moment, are you in a position to be able to replace that roof? Because once you sign the dotted line and that home becomes yours, and say day 2 or a week later that roof starts leaking, you cannot go back to the seller. It's your house. It was your job to do your due diligence during that buying process to make sure that you understood what you were getting into. So if that roof is old, that is something that we don't know what the lifespan is on there, right? So preferably we want to find a home that has a newer roof on there. Another thing is the driveways. Driveways are really expensive to have to replace. So you want to make sure that you're looking at that, and is that going to be something that you're going to have to take care of in the near future, right? Many of first-time buyers have been paying such high rent, you don't have a huge savings. So purchasing this home, it's going to wipe out a large chunk of your savings. So you want to make sure that you're in a position to make that repair. Same thing with the furnace, right? Now the furnace is cheaper than having to replace a roof, but if the furnace goes out or if your AC unit goes out, are you in a position to? So looking when you're house hunting and you are a single person, you want to find homes that have been newly renovated. Typically those newly renovated homes, it will have a newer furnace, a newer roof, all of these things. So you don't have to worry about, I won't say you won't have to worry about, because anything could break down, even new machinery, equipment, it could break down for whatever reason, but you want to minimize the risk. So we're looking for those homes that have the most updates that are on there. So that's the first thing that you want to do as being a single household. The second thing is, I want you to consider looking in a price point that is lower than your pre-approval amount. Looking for a home that's in a price point lower than your pre-approval amount. That lender is going to give you or issue a pre-approval based off of your income. And typically that's your gross income, but we actually live off of our net. So we don't want to necessarily purchase, especially if you're a single person, you don't necessarily want to purchase at the top of your price point. We want to kind of bring that down a little bit. That's going to help you be able to put money away in savings. Our goal here is to get you into a home. So our goal here is to get you into a home and then to keep you in that home. We don't want to put you into a financial constraint that has you struggling to pay that mortgage right out the gate. So a lot of you are overbuying, overspending because you're saying, oh, I'll cut back on going out to eat or going out or getting my hair done, which we all know that's going to last for a month or two. It's hard to really be disciplined for doing that. So those are my 2 tips that I want to share with you guys. So in the community, part of the thing is just having access to a home, to affordable housing, access to down payment assistance money. There is down payment assistance that is out there. If you're looking for that, you could always give my office a call. I'll put this number up here. That's the phone number that you can call. We can help you find down payment assistance money. We'll help you find resources for closing costs for you. And you always make sure that you are having those home inspections done as well. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. I will be available. You can call me the number below. Let me just make sure. And if you are not already, please make sure that you like or share my page, and look to join me next Monday, same time, 12 o'clock. Have a good day, guys.